Gentlemen, it's not very often we get together and truly get to actually shoot kind of I don't want to say the actual because it's YouTube. We get to shoot the curtain here. So I'm gonna be very real with you. Collin already knows this, but I sliced my finger. I'm gonna pull, like a look behind the curtain. I sliced my finger open on a zipper yesterday night. I just was rolling, sliced it open, and I looked at it. It looked like I chopped my finger off. It was that much blood, and the cut was the size of a crumb. I feel like if I got shot, it wouldn't have been much blood. Like it was awful. Let's get into it.
Did it. He remembered.
Yes, I remembered. Welcome back to season 4, episode 7. As of right now, sitting with me is my co-host after a long return. He's been saving the world one cup at a time. Collin.
What's up?
Okay. Well, nice return. You haven't changed a bit. How you doing?
Pretty good. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Got car trouble. Trying to get that fixed today.
Oh, that's today.
Yep.
Okay. Well, hope that goes well because you definitely need that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a way to put it.
You managed.
Yeah.
Fine without it. And with us as well as our resident guy. A salute. I don't think you've ever saluted once in the year. Damn, that sounded like it hurt.
It did. Ow.
Why would you do
It hit
it
my
like that?
glasses.
Okay. Well, while Cameron's dealing with a concussion, Collin, you want to kick it off with the first topic we got to talk about?
DC Studios reportedly, they say that everything is hinging on Superman, and if Superman isn't successful, then Warner Brothers Discovery will be sold.
That is not what I thought you were going to say at all. Because what?
I'm saving my topic for a bigger discussion. I'm just easing into it with little news that
How was what you're going to talk about next smaller than that?
No, Warner Brothers is smaller. What I'm talking about is a little bit smaller. Just a quick little discussion. Just, things that are happening.
Now the question is my hate for David Zaslav bigger than my love for DC?
Probably yes. Definitely yes.
Yeah.
Definitely yes. I hate that guy.
And I find it very odd because they're saying that from what I heard, they said that if the DC franchise doesn't work, if it's not successful, then they're just going to sell it off. To which I'm think whoever buys it.
Well, do they have like a buyer in mind?
Whoever
Netflix?
buys it, I mean, it's too early to
Disney.
say.
If it's Disney, come on. No, Netflix has been getting a lot of the HBO stuff.
Disney might not be allowed to purchase it because they would have a huge chunk of the market shares, all of that.
Yeah.
Disney would be the ultimate monopoly because what are the biggest franchises that are out there right now? It's, Heroes and Capes. If they have two of the juggernauts, other people would be.
Honestly, it might go to Netflix because they've been already buying a lot of the Warner Brothers stuff.
I'd kill myself. That's even worse.
Yeah.
It's not better, but I think because I also started Scavenger's Reign and I thought that was something third party, but I did not know it was from HBO.
I mean, they didn't pick it up.
But I'm saying I thought they did pick it up for some reason, but then I realized it was an HBO original. So now, because I noticed like Dune 2 was on there and a bunch of other stuff from HBO is there too. They're already licensing it, so if they're not making money there, that sounded very similar to what Cameron said because in their DC episode, you were saying that like everything's riding on Superman. It's the biggest pressure since any movie
ever.
Yeah, and you were saying that if Superman does well, that they could potentially, just because of the confusion of new Batman, kill the Epic Crime Saga universe.
Yeah.
Collin, I agree. I don't want it to happen, but
I don't see it happening.
I don't see it happening either. But it is interesting because now if Superman does do well, they have to pick. It's like like an F1 driver. You got to pick which one's your lead driver. Even though you got two great drivers, you got to figure out. Well, I mean, unless you're Aston Martin, but you got to figure out which one's your lead driver, and you got to put all the faith in there.
Too complicated a metaphor. Move on.
Yeah, that was for the tiniest F1 fan that listens to our show.
Too much.
I could be wrong, but I'll die on this hill. Matt Reeves is guaranteed part 2, one more show, and the third movie. I don't see them at all like just screwing over Matt Reeves over like potentially at just as good Batman movie or maybe better because Robert Pattinson is officially the Batman of the Matt Reeves universe. And with all multiverses and all that stuff, people aren't confused. It's like, oh, which Batman is this? Is this connected to the blah blah blah? Like, it's just people. You see what I mean?
I do see what you mean, and apparently, I think Matt, as I just googled this, that there is a plan for a third movie and a second show, but there isn't a guarantee. That's what I think they're talking about. Because I wanted to see what you were talking about, not to try and actually. I was just curious because I wanted to get an idea of what that was looking like because they already canceled the Arkham series, and I can't imagine them doing a second villain series as good as the Penguin, and they're definitely not doing a second series of the Penguin because Collin doesn't want to really come back and do it. And so my only thought now is, do they do something that just bridges the Batman part 2 and part 3 as a Batman series? Like Gotham.
There was heavy rumors that it was like Harvey Dent. Like somebody was asking, it was one of the writers or even Matt Reeves. It's like, so what's going to be the next series? Is it going to be like Two-Face or something like that? Where it's like a Law and Order kind of like dark show or whatever. And the response was like close. Like it was more like tongue in cheek. Like, okay, you're on the right track with that. So like it's in development, but it hasn't been greenlit because with how things are running at DC, it's like if you don't have a script, you don't have a movie.
That is true, and I heard that aren't they filming the Batman Part 2 even though the script isn't complete, or was it the other way? Like the script?
No, they aren't filming.
They haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, after the Odyssey, that's when Robert Pattinson's going to start filming.
Right. God, did you see those updates?
Yeah, man, that shit looks good.
That looks really good.
I saw like there was like a green screen of like the Pirates of the Caribbean set, and then it's like how we used to do it, and then like it shows them like actually on the boats like how Nolan likes to do it, and there's like a little thing of like Nolan being like, "Isn't this fun?"
Yeah,
and just sailing.
I cannot wait for him to build the Trojan horse. That's going to be rad as hell. They did?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they already did that.
Oh, well, it looked rad as hell, I bet. So I guess I'm late on that one, but I do think Matt Damon does look really good as Odysseus. Tom Holland as the son. John Bernthal looks rad as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of John Bernthal, possibly spoilers. Just gonna put a spoiler warning here. Oh,
that's cool.
That is rad as hell. Okay, that's cool. Sorry, spoiler warning.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
I can't say for sure anything.
Oh, no. I'm reading the books.
But I can say nothing.
John Bernthal may have made a cameo in Daredevil season Born Again episode 3. I don't think it is. I don't think it is because I think let me backtrack a little bit. Daredevil Born Again episode 3.
We know he's in it.
I know he's in it, but I have a different idea for how that ending really went. Collin, I want you to give your review because Cameron and I last episode gave our reviews, which I still haven't at this point published. But Collin, please give your episode.
Do you want me to give you the review and then lean into my theory, then yours? Or
go from 1 to 3, and then we'll kick in because since we've already gave our thoughts on the first one, and then Cameron, do your best to just be like, actually,
yeah. I'm gonna save everything until he's done.
Yeah. You have no idea, Cameron. I've been waiting all week to tear your ass apart, but I'm gonna go with my review.
It's a unique choice of words, Collin.
It's a double entendre.
I know.
So basically, episode 3 was probably one of the best written episodes in any of the Marvel TV shows. Like I loved it from start to. I said one of the best, just because it's like. We like the only shots that we got of a superhero was when spoilers got gunned down.
Yeah, we already.
But this was just purely like just blah.
Yeah.
And I'm really liking Matt's struggle with returning as Daredevil, and he's a real prick to the cops, and I love it. He's like, officer, how's your eye? I heard it was like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Or like, in that like bathroom where he's like, are you talking to me?
Yes. That was great.
It was incredible. And I saw like some people had like an issue with like Matt Murdock revealing White Tiger's identity, but I actually really liked that.
Yeah.
I really liked that. I'd say the episodes have been getting better and better and better. I'm enjoying it every single week. I got something to look forward to. We're back. Collin's a happy camper.
That's good.
The theory that I have is that that isn't Punisher.
Okay.
That
It's a cop.
that's not Punisher because we didn't see his face. We only saw the scroll. I mean,
Yeah.
not the scroll, the skull.
Yeah. Do you
He's
think
a
it's
Skrull.
like a radical cop? Because I think in this series we're gonna get that storyline with the Punisher. He tears that sticker off the cop's car and rips it. He's like, if you want a hero, his name's Captain
That's exact-
America.
Yeah,
And
that's exactly what they're going to be going for.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And it's a perfect time too, because
Yeah.
it wasn't that long ago that Marvel was trying to change the Punisher symbol just because, in real life people have been using that and excusing themselves of just being a
very
hard on
Peacemaker.
prick.
Well, no, in real life, people who have the Punisher sticker and be like, dude, this means I'm like, that's very on board with Peacemaker, where it's like I would love freedom. I don't care how many women and children I have to kill to get it. It's like that's a little psychotic, and you're just giving an excuse, like how Bloodsport said.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, it's also
Um,
translating well into the show because those tattoos on the guy's arms and the guy's neck, which has like
Yeah.
the boys in blue flag,
on
which
the,
I think is
on the
great.
wall too.
On the wall. I just think it's interesting, and I think the one on the wall was Muse, wasn't it? Because in the beginning they're saying like the street art.
It could be Muse.
Yeah, I thought that's what I
which
took
is
it
really
as.
cool. I
love
like the
it.
slow burn with Muse.
I love it. It's good. Is there anything else? I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, it's just that that's either like the lead sergeant or like one of his like
Yeah.
band of because spoilers, but if we've seen the set photos, there are cops that take on that Punisher symbol, and Daredevil and Frank team up to put an end to it,
That's gonna
and
be crazy.
that's gonna be awesome too.
gonna be
I'd
wild.
love that. Yeah, let me tell you something. And then just, oh man, dude, I can't wait. We're back, dude. All right, but you go ahead.
Oh well, hold on. Fighters, take your stances. Colin back in your corner. Cameron, approach.
I've still only watched episode 1, and it was one of the worst things I've watched all year. And
All year?
yeah,
And you watched the Electric State.
I did watch that yesterday. Electric State is worse, but Daredevil episode 1 frustrated me more on a personal level, and I'm probably not going to be tuning back in until it's all out. I thought it was soul crushingly bad.
I'm
Are you
sorry
messing with me?
I know. Hold on. Sorry.
No.
I hate to do this now,
I'm-
but this is so reminiscent of when Cameron first came on and just ripped Colin to shreds for liking Zack Snyder movies.
Yeah,
Not even 2 years later.
yeah.
Full circle. Sorry. Okay.
It was really bad. I hated it.
Why?
I'm just gonna sit down.
I talked about it in like the last time we recorded, so I'm gonna try and keep it shorter. Number one, unbelievably ugly. It looks terrible. It is so poorly shot. It looks like it was like it's shot like a fan film. It's terrible.
I gotta go mute.
Were you watching it on your iPhone?
No, I was watching it on my TV. It looked terrible. That fight
Talking about?
awful. The like horrible CG smoke and then the horrible CG fighting. It was awful.
I was
They
literally
were
watching
using
it with
green
Emily, and we were both going like, this show looks great. It's so well shot." What do you-
they're using like green screen for like office shots. It's rough, man. It looks very bad. I thought it looked very cheap and bad.
This is
And
gonna
then
hurt on.
you got the story issues. None of these new characters are interesting. I think the ridiculous reasoning for why Fisk is mayor now it's completely different rules for like it's not the same show. It's a completely different show, and it's not one that I'm particularly interested in. I think killing off Foggy is a horrible, 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 horrible idea. Karen, Foggy, and Matt are the heart of that show. To take away two of them essentially in like service of these new characters, I don't give a fuck about them. Like
I only
mean,
watched episode 1 though.
I mean,
Like, you know,
sure.
it's like
I didn't exactly give them a chance, but also
they're
nothing else in
confirmed
the
to come
show.
back in season 2, and especially in this season. You
I
just got to
think-
give it some time.
I think fundamentally, like, you can't really have Daredevil without Foggy. Like,
Bullshit.
that dynamic
But okay.
is crucial to the character.
Well, hold on before we get any more intense. So, Collin, let me at least pull a little curtain on this. Cameron has not read, to my knowledge, most of Daredevil comics. Am I correct on that statement?
Yeah,
I'm sure you've read some things here and there.
I've read
Collin,
like Born Again.
Yeah. Collin, you have read, to my knowledge, every published Daredevil comic.
Not
Almost.
every,
Almost.
but
every.
almost. I've got
For whatever Cameron hasn't read, I'm sure you've taken the lead. So Cameron's, from what I'm understanding, is strictly talking from a show aspect, and you're talking from a comic book adaptation aspect, which both are very real. Which I think in the Venn diagram that is the Tu-Vie podcast, Cameron is on the spectrum of TV watchers and strictly MCU viewer, and Collin is adaptation viewer, which is great. I think that's kind of a good aspect.
My real biggest problem is the shit they did with Fisk.
Sure.
what they do to him.
So, like, let's say it this way. In season 3, when Fisk got out of jail, it was a big deal. People were protesting. It, like, there was a lot of weight and drama about how he got out and how, like, they're going to keep him in check. To have him, like, at the end of season 3, he went back to jail. And now with this show, we have no idea how he got out. And now he's suddenly apparently cleaned his image enough that he can run for mayor. And then they run through that in one episode.
Pretty cool.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we're just going to imagine that, oh, this guy who blew up New York in season 1, like, multiple times. Like, this dude is an actual terrorist. It's like if they made Bin Laden mayor.
Hey, we live
And
in
then
scary times where
we're
criminals
given-
start running shit.
No,
That's all I'm gonna say.
it's a very on the
No
nose.
explanation as to how he cleaned his image, how he got out of jail, and frankly, anything about the actual campaign. It's just magically he's
Fisk
fair.
gets it done.
Sure, I need a little bit more than that. I think you need a whole season of an actual campaign to make any of that make sense.
I think I said this last episode because in the wording of the first episode, it's like he's coming in very late. Like, it was, to my knowledge, it was like the night before election night.
Yeah.
Which I still insane, but
That's
it's
also just not how elections work.
no. We also don't have flying heroes, so I feel like the rules of real world are out of the door.
I mean, Daredevil was, in my opinion, the
thing
most
is-
realistic.
The thing is
superhero
that in the
show.
comics,
and then to see it become this cartoon, I'm just not interested in that. So
calling it a cartoon, I no. Okay, but so like Fisk, this show is taking heavy, like I've said on the podcast before, is taking heavy inspirations from a couple of runs, specifically the Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run, where Fisk does become mayor. Like,
I know he becomes mayor in the comics.
Yeah,
I would like
but
that to make sense.
It makes sense if, like, as a new viewer, you're like, okay, how did this bad guy, like, they'll probably explain it more and more because we still don't know about his bloody knuckles, what he's been doing. He's already blackmailed the FBI agent. Well, spoilers for episode 2.
I already put the warning.
Oh no, but for Cameron.
I forgot.
And also, like, Fisk just has a way of, like, getting shit. Like, he ran an entire prison on his own. Like, he's a scary dude. He will blackmail you. He will, like, he has a ton of resources in the underworld, and also Vanessa's running shit. To respond to that the Foggy thing, is that it's implied that Foggy Nelson is still alive.
And that's even dumber.
Well, that's a comic line.
Well, actually, it's from the comics. On the wall of the address that they have is the comic book number of when Foggy faked his death. Like, Vanessa was involved with faking his death, because, like, in episode 1, Fisk said that, like, about your friend. I had nothing to do with Nelson's death because like he kept his word.
It's pretty good.
But there was somebody else that was in that room, Vanessa, and she never made any promises, and she's been running shit, and
Yeah.
she's been, a little like, her character is very interesting in the show, and I think I like their dynamic now
I
of
do.
them like rekindling their love.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that statement because we never explicitly saw Bullseye shoot the sniper because it could have been a faked thing with Vanessa because it's implied from my perspective of after rewatching the first episode that Bullseye actually did it, that Bullseye was going to be set up to do it, but someone else took the shot, the Punisher. And so I think the Punisher went on with Vanessa. He was hired, worked with Foggy or something to fake the death. Because Collin, I'm piecing it together here because I don't think it actually is Bullseye. Because if Bullseye did do it, he would make it very like obvious point that he did it. He would gloat. He would do something because Bullseye hates Matt, so he would throw in his face while he's getting his ass beat.
Yeah,
like
I
Joker.
think yeah.
Yeah, like he was the only one that took like a heart shot. Like nobody else was like bleeding to death. It was just all instant kills.
Yeah. Because Bullseye Bullseye has gone long range before, but it just didn't feel, it felt more like it's like, oh, there he is with this. Yes, gentleman in the back.
Question. So this theory is that Vanessa faked Foggy's or didn't fatally kill Foggy. So what's the motive here?
To
I
get
can't
Kingpin
remember.
as mayor, and so she takes over the crime syndicate. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know the motive yet because of the context of the comics and the shows don't parallel super cleanly.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. I mean, it could just be one of those things where like Marvel is hyper aware of like, people digging for Easter eggs. It could just be like a red herring, where it's a means to no end. Foggy's actually dead. And I'm happy either way. If they faked his death, it's like it's not the stupidest thing in the world. There's been dumber in the MCU just to, I think we can excuse like, him faking his death for some up reasons, or like he needed to go into witness protection because he took on a case and there's a target on his back, so everybody thinks I'm dead, so I'm safe. I don't know.
Because that kind of stuff does.
It's not the first time in the Triangle that like one of the three people faked their own deaths. Matt faked his death like in season 3.
Well, he was presumed dead because he
was presumed dead, and then he was like, Matt
never...
Murdock is dead. Like he didn't come in until like he actually had to. Yeah.
That was cool though. I love that part.
I'll tune back in once it's all out, but I'm
imagine Foggy stepping out of the showers, shadows.
Showers.
Shut up. Stepping out of the shadows just to go like, got your back.
I've seen ones where it's like Foggy's like, who the hell is Foggy? And it's like with the long hair with the Winter Soldier, which I've enjoyed those. But I don't know. I was interested because Collin hasn't put his review out here yet, and
it's a good show. It's a really good show.
I don't hate it. Like I said multiple times, a lot of it's my fault where I was expecting it to be the Netflix show, but it isn't in a lot of ways. So that's where my faults come. But I said that last episode. Cameron, anything you want to refute with?
I mean, not really.
Okay. Collin, you have a last bit of news?
Yeah, and I'll definitely not defend too much about the CGI and some of the shoddy like shots of like green screen, but the production of the show went through a huge overhaul. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, they needed the show to change back to close to the original tone of the other 3 seasons. Because from the reports that have come out, it's like it was on like that She-Hulk level of tone, where it's just a lot more comedic and less like serious. And the visual effects department at Marvel had to work with what they got. So I'll definitely trade a couple of shoddy shots or like not the greatest CGI over the original show that all the actors hated.
Yeah, nice. What was I feel like there was something else I was going to see. Because, Collin, did you watch any movies this last week? Like, you want to do a movie of the week?
No, but today I'm doing a double feature. I am watching Novocaine and Mickey 17.
Ooh, we did our Mickey
17.
review. Yeah, we did ours last episode.
I'm
really
glad
fun.
It's getting good reviews.
Yeah, it's super fun. Let me know how Novocaine is, because that is something that looks super fun.
I'm very excited. It was the sweetest thing in the world because I was gonna ask Emily. I was like, "Hey, do you wanna go see Novocaine?" She was like, "That's so funny because I was gonna ask if you wanted to see that Mickey movie you've been talking about." I was like, "You remembered?" Because I completely forgot that movie was coming out.
Yeah, came out like a week ago, so don't sweat it.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
It's good,
Looks
and
really good.
I think I've officially picked my birthday movie. So Cameron has picked his, which is the Minecraft movie, to my knowledge, right? Right.
For what?
Your birthday movie?
Oh yeah, that's my birthday movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly when this is coming out. I'm hoping, because as of right now, the closest thing to my birthday is Elio. So that was my birthday movie, which looks great. But The Life of Chuck just dropped its teaser trailer, and it looks fantastic. And it's coming out in June.
Is that the Tom Hiddleston one by
Yes.
the guy? Okay,
Stephen
yeah.
King.
Stephen King. No, it's the guy who did.
No, it's a Stephen King book.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who directed it
gosh.
though.
This is a big year
Yeah,
for
no, he's
Stephen
done
King.
like Green Mile. He's done Shawshank.
Life of Chuck comes
Yeah.
out this summer.
Yeah, comes out this June. And then I'm most likely gonna make that my birthday movie. I have locked that in. Just don't know exactly the date.
Probably
That's
gonna
the name
be-
I was trying to find. Mike Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. Yeah.
I love
My
him.
God.
Cameron, you want to give a quick review on the Electric State?
Sure.
Yeah.
Um,
You got 1 minute.
so Electric State is based off of Simon Stalenhag's art, which I adore.
Oh, really?
I think it's some of the most imaginative, interesting world building, just in these beautiful shots of these vistas and this abandoned technology. So to take those like somber, sad, kind of like lonely images and turn them into like a shitty Spielberg knockoff, horrible Marvel humor led by Millie Bobby Brown, who for like just can't act. It's rough. It's just boring and lifeless, and
20 million.
yeah, it costs so much money.
Have you seen those like people making like TikToks? Like you can make every it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie and still have money left over for the Electric State.
I saw something that like the budget of the last 15 Best Picture winners combined
Yeah,
is still less than Electric State.
that's insane. Because
I think
did it beat the F1 budget? That's 300 million last I
I
checked.
think so, yeah. But like the Russo brothers are so washed. It's like they cannot. I think their last three movies firmly put the credit for Infinity War and Endgame in Marcus and McFeely's hands. So I thought it was really bad, and this was like one of those dream movies that I was like, if I ever got to make a big budget movie, I'd want to make something off of Simon Stalenhag's art. And now I think it'll be hard for anybody to make something based off of that because this movie is that terrible.
Okay, well, thank you for the quick
I
review.
have like a whole folder in my phone, which I just have like
You use the folders app?
no like in the photo, just like art, and I just have like pictures of his if the camera will load, but like it's so
Turn your brightness down a little bit.
yeah, shit. Yeah,
That okay. Oh wow.
just like these
Wow. Yeah, I did Google some of the concept. Or
like
the
suburban sci-fi.
Oh, I do like that. That's pretty cool, dude.
But I really like his work, and this movie captured none of it. Deeply disappointed.
That's a bummer. You
Yep.
know what else I'm disappointed in? IGN, because they gave the Invincible finale a 4.
I read that review, and if you actually read it, his reasoning is not the worst thing in the world. But I disagree with
I read
him.
the
But
review.
everyone being up in arms about this review, it's fine.
I read the review. It makes no sense Because so hold on, let's backtrack a little bit. The Invincible finale has happened. What are your guys' overall thoughts about the show or this season?
Solid finale.
Just the
Solid
show.
season.
Solid season. It's 100%
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes right now. I think that's great. Pretty good season. Finale, probably the best episode that season. It's a 10 out of 10. Everything.
I'd say the last episode was better.
The one before, the
I
Invincible
like
War.
Ultimate War or Mark War, Invincible.
Oh, okay. Okay. I could see that. Colin, do you have a favorite?
I don't have I don't know.
Because the Invincible War was great.
I'd say the second half of the Seth Rogen with J.K. Simmons. Why am I blanking on their names? I know one of them's
Alan.
Yeah, Alan.
So
and
the prison escape.
I loved just because of the Seth just being a homie to Omni-Man is really cool.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
There was solid episodes, and I felt like this season started great, and it just kept getting better.
And they didn't take a 3-month break in the middle.
And that was always a good sign. And I heard that they're going to try and come out with episodes annually to try and keep up with it and now have a better plan, which I think is great. Skybound animation is really, really good. And I think the people who were complaining in the very beginning, like the first 2 episodes, did not ever read the comics.
I don't think the animation has ever really been that bad.
I agree. I mean, it's very. I do not think though it's been consistent all episodes every season, because you have to manage different episodes for a whole season, because like the last episode's animation is very different than the first episode's animation because of the setting of the episode. Like the everyone's like comparison shot of the twins. It was like Dropkick and what's the other one? Sholomere Duena's character. Okay, it was the twins pretty much from the future that stole the Declaration of Independence. And it was the shot of them running down the stairs, and the background's clearly moving, and they're kind of staying still in animation terms. It looked fine, but when then you see the ending, which, spoiler warning.
I hate it when someone gives away the ending.
I can't say for sure anything,
Oh, no. I'm reading the books.
but I can say nothing.
You get Conquest versus Mark, which was beautifully shot. It was beautifully done. Breaking records, I think. So, I don't know. I just feel like it was very quick to assume.
Yeah. Negan coming back for Glenn.
Dude, yes. Yeah, that was so good.
Then-
Round 2. How do you feel about Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Conquest?
And brilliant.
It was great. I feel like people were so hard set on having Josh Brolin be Conquest, which felt a little too on the nose.
I saw someone say that John Bernthal should be Thrag,
Ooh.
which I
Okay.
don't. I mean, I don't he's
hate
already a part of the Kirkman,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it makes sense for him to.
Because a lot of people from Walking Dead came for that show, because a lot of them were the original Guardians of the Globe
Yup.
that just barely made it past episode 1. And then Stephen Ewan as Invincible. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but no, I thought it was great, and I think the animation choice of like the fighting going across the globe of it was really cool. Like the shot of the beach, like when they were going Mach 8 or whatever, that was horrifying.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like every line delivery was great. The speech was great.
Conquest just whispering into Mark's ear, giving
that
him
was my
that
favorite
chilling
part.
monologue.
Yeah.
And then his last thing is like, take this to your grave.
Yeah,
It's
it-
awesome.
so good. It was just like, it's like, I'm so lonely. And it's just like giving this monologue, and it's like, I don't even get a name.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. It was so good. I don't know. It was so good. I felt like it was a perfect representation of it. And I have to ask this: Cecil or Team Mark?
Mark, are you serious? That was the dumbest shit he could have ever done.
I'm not saying Team Cecil, but apparently the other half of the globe is.
Yeah, it's that thing where audience has a meta context of the entire big picture.
Mhm.
Cecil, I was talking about this with James last night. Cecil is Nick Fury. Like Nick Fury himself was like supposed to be the smartest guy in the room, but he's made some dumbass decisions just because of like, I have to think about the government, I have to think about the world, I have to like, do some shady shit, I have to make some really bad choices, and we have to take these risks, because we can't. I understand why people hate Cecil. I like him, and also just adds for some good drama. I rewatch that scene where like Invincible just like has him choked up, be like, I'll kill you.
Yeah, and then the Immortals in the back, like, okay, man, you can stop.
I generally do like Cecil. I think he's very smart, but that shit he did at the end of this season was not
Because in the
intelligent.
comics, it was a little more deranged. Because in the show, they just said he's dead and they show him the body. But I don't think it's said in the show how they did in the, or maybe it's later on. But the body that they show is a fake. Like they made a fake copy so that the real one's still hidden away. And I just think that's because I remember that being in the comic. I don't remember if he said that in the show.
I understand why he chose to do that, just because he was able to RoboCop the other marks. So like you would probably be able to do that with Conquest.
Sure.
Because the Viltrumite War, I mean, it's coming. Like
Oh, yeah.
a one Viltrumite, like Omni-Man, was able to level cities. They're having like an entire like roster come down to Earth. Cecil's gonna need all of the help he can get, and he can't necessarily rely on Mark too much because Cecil's also untrustworthy. So yeah. Also, by the way, nobody's talked about this. Walton Goggins is such a good fucking actor, voice actor, just actor in general. He like when I was reading Invincible before I watched the show, I was like, I couldn't picture the voice in my head. Now that I'm rereading Invincible, like anytime Cecil comes up and I hear Walton Goggins' voice, I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, because it's just that twang, especially in like Righteous Gemstones, where he's like, "Mama said don't, but I said I'm gonna." Like, just it's like you get it.
I'm proud of you. Now go cheat.
Yeah, like it's a wash. Why? Because I'm
He's also
selfish.
killing it on White Lotus right now.
Oh, are you watching that season?
Yeah,
I heard it's not. I haven't seen it, but I'm hearing it's not that well received.
pretty good.
Okay. I do love him in Fallout, which is getting that second season done. New Vegas is getting huge screen time.
It's being filmed right now.
Yeah, with the Culkster, that's good.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Not Kyrian, which is now Oscar winner. Which
Macaulay.
yeah, the Mac as he's referred to.
Yeah. Update on the Invincible video game that.
Oh yes, took the words out of my mouth. Yeah.
So Robert Kirkman said that he couldn't talk too much about it, but he said, and quote, "This is the most excited I've ever been involving Invincible." So
Really?
pretty exciting because with all those like Kickstarter video games, it's like it's hit or miss, because it's not being developed by AAA people. It's like there's some people from Activision, there's some people from Sony, and they're all working together. There's like 30 developers or something around that like region.
that.
But apparently it's going really, really well.
Because they have that mobile game out right now, which I hear is fine.
I can't stand mobile games.
Yeah.
If I had my way, all of them would be destroyed.
Amen.
They're ruining the market. Sorry guys. I hate it whenever there's like a notification from YouTube of like, a trailer to Invincible Rise of the, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get Invincible, and then it's a fucking mobile game.
That is true. They give them like the best titles for the dumbest things. And I will say Marvel Snap is really good. I love that.
I've gotten duped so many times on Transformer or Ninja Turtle games. It's like,
yes, Turtles and Transformers. That's what I
you get handed.
I hate it, dude. No, not even good. But on the topic of Invincible, we've had a lot of characters. We're done with season 3. So I thought we would do another tier list of characters because we've had so many characters. We have more to come. But I thought for now, we'll do the best we can. So transition. All right.
I love how like the little kid is obviously a sadistic Robin. He even has the haircut of Robin.
Oh, Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oliver's that dude. Oliver knows how to get it done. He is dangerous. So we have, I think, 36 characters here, ranging from Invincible to President Val Johnson, or whatever Reginald Val Johnson's character was. President Winslow. Principal Winslow.
Yeah.
Did I say president?
You said president, yeah.
Whatever. So I say we just go whatever the roster has. I don't know which order they put it in, but we're starting off with Duplicate. Where are we putting him?
Duplicate.
So D?
Put it D.
Really? Okay. All right. I mean, she's done some pretty good work. I'd say C at best.
Duplicate.
Okay. All right. Art.
A.
A.
Right.
I mean,
he's close to
We
S
didn't
tier.
see him
but-
this season.
I know. I think Mark Hamill was busy like recording The Wild Robot and Life of Chuck. I don't think he got.
Yeah.
I don't think he got much time. Bulletproof.
See, there's nothing really to him.
Not yet. Let's see. I mean, Colin, you want C or do you want B?
C.
Okay. Cecil Stedman.
S.
B. Yeah, S. He's right.
Our first S tier is Cecil. Did not expect that. The C.S. Sinclair, I think his name is. D.
Yeah, D.
I mean, not only did he experiment on humans, he was voiced by Ezra Miller. So
Yeah.
Oh,
The
was
criminal
he?
and
yeah,
Kufran.
he was voiced by Ezra Miller, but now he's voiced by Eric Bauza, the guy that
Can
does
we
Bugs Bunny.
can we create another one and just put Ezra?
I wish I could. It's too much work, but we'll make. I should have done another one for like we did for Cars too. But Ezra would have had his own category. Machine Head.
S. He is so funny.
I
No.
think I
C.
C. No,
What?
no, not C.
I'll settle for A.
I will.
settle
I was
for
gonna
A.
say I'll settle.
No.
I'll settle for B because I love the. I know
He's
where
not
your
a
family
character.
lives.
Let's be real.
What?
He's not a character. Let's be serious.
Not yet. I'm
We
putting
are
him.
being serious.
I'm gonna.
James, I
my
will
vote's
drive
B.
to your house.
Huh? My
I will
vote's
drive to
B.
you. Okay, all right. All right. Fine. B. I'm fine
Cameron,
with B.
what do
I
you
can
want?
live with
C,
B.
you
I can
want
live with
C
B.
or B?
Whatever. I'll settle if it's not an S and a.
Okay, B. It's a good middle ground. He's got some great line delivery, and he's gonna be a great villain. I will just say that.
Family news.
Yeah, I know where you. And then he's like, "And so you work for me." It's just so.
Yeah.
It's sassy. I love it. Debbie.
S,
Debbie
S,
Grayson. S.
S.
That is easily greatest character. Oliver.
A.
Yeah, I'm good with A.
Really? Okay.
Well, what do you want?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
A kid.
I mean, he's tough. He's. I mean, as he's getting older.
I mean,
I'm sure
other
he'll-
than brutally murdering the Mahler twins, I mean, he.
yeah, that kid's got a
I'm all right. I'm happy with A. I'm happy with A.
Principal Winslow,
D.
Yeah, not really a
but
character.
higher than duplicate. Or
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Actually, if we could move duplicate down one,
You think she's worse than a guy who experimented on people?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cameron. Okay, hold on.
All right.
Should we? Hold on. Let me ask you this: should Oliver be above Mark or Art?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I mean, this is the guy that like makes all the suits. He's a family friend. I know that he's not much of a character, but I mean,
I'll
it
say we leave it
feels
for
weird.
now. I say we leave it for now. We'll adjust it as we go. Invincible
Mark
himself.
Hamill.
I do
S,
agree.
S,
with that.
S.
S, right?
Yeah.
Invincible
Talking.
above
Move
Cecil.
Debbie.
Move Debbie up.
Move. Yep. She's got mommy status.
Definitely. Another
Another
Monster
S
Girl.
Character. Another S character.
Monster Girl.
Monster Girl.
I mean,
like her.
I like her
I
too,
mean,
but
she had
not
a
S.
really emotional moment, like where like she in season 3, where like she had stopped aging.
I
don't think
it's a
she's
great
an
moment.
S tier
But I would
character.
I will settle for A. I mean, I'll put A or B. Really, not to say she's a
Uh-huh.
bad character.
B.
B. Cameron, or you went lower?
B sounds good.
Because voiced by the great Gray DeLise, I just would love more of the Monster Girl character actually seen in the next season. Then we have Robot or
A.
I'd
Yeah.
settle for A because
I would have put S, but that name shit, changing his name, weirdo.
okay, I get it. So a lot of the focus I should probably make this more clear. A lot of the answers I'm
I saw a
taking.
tweet that was like, "I'm dead naming the fuck out of this bastard."
I will say the focus of what I'm answering these questions with is currently seasons 1 through 3. I have
Yeah.
to take my knowledge of the comic books outside of this question. So for Colin and I, or I should have probably said this earlier, it has to be strictly within the show because Monster Girl over time becomes great, and the Rudy, you'll see all that. Or Rex, whatever. Battle Beast, S, right?
Yes.
There's nothing to his character right now other than kicking ass. No.
Do you need anything else?
Well,
Yes, I do actually.
John Wick and Battle Beast. Same
Battle Beast
tier.
is
Put 'em
not
on
an
S.
S. Let's be
Cameron,
serious.
I'm sorry, but it's got to be
James,
majority
we out-
rules.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
No.
majority
we
rules.
outvote you.
Not an
We
S.
outvote you.
It's an out. Cameron, I respect and appreciate your
Okay,
opinion.
okay, but put him in between Debbie and Cecil. It just feels weird separating Debbie and Mark.
I could hear Cameron getting mad. Shrieking Ray. B?
Yeah.
We didn't get a lot.
I feel like C would be more appropriate, but high C.
She's not. She's got more going on than Bulletproof.
She also did almost take down the second-rate Serpent Society.
Yeah.
By going full Thanos. But wait on. Above Monster Girl or below Monster Girl?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Well, we have two Grey DeLise characters side by side. Rexplode.
S.
Yeah. Well, where on S? Above
Okay.
Cecil? I put it next to Invincible.
Whoa.
What?
I mean, Debbie's like the heart of the show for Mark.
Yeah, I get that. But like Rex...
She's his Foggy Nelson.
Rex literally gave his life by blowing up his skeleton.
Pretty sick.
That's so deserving. Now, Debbie's great. She's fantastic. But Cameron, you got to help me out here. You got to make a vote. Above or below Debbie?
I don't care.
Make a decision.
Below.
Okay.
Thank you.
Whatever. Alan the Alien.
S.
Did you say A?
I did
S.
say A.
Whoa.
What are you talking about, dude?
Alan?
Alan's an S.
I mean, he's a good time. I
He's
like
a
hanging
homie.
around with him. He doesn't really have a backstory or
He
motive.
does. There was an episode.
Not one that's like interesting.
Are you kidding me? They literally gave him a whole
Just kind of
backstory.
like a space cop.
Dude, you saw the Alan the Alien episode, right? That was his backstory, why he's a badass, and why he's so cool.
That was like a year ago.
Dude, Alan.
Sure,
And Alan does.
I play him on Fortnite. I think he's good. Chill.
You did
You
not
paid
get
for
that
Alan.
skin.
I did.
I'm proud
I
of you.
spent money on it.
I'm so proud of you.
Then invested into this S tier.
I mean, it's already majority, but we now have to just establish where in the majority of S.
Above Battle Beast. I'm happy with that.
Kind of want to put him above Rex, though.
Yeah, I put him above Rex. He's still alive.
I feel like Cameron's just here to watch himself get mad.
All right, next one. I already know where she's going to be.
Amber.
D.
You said C or B?
D.
Oh, D.
No.
I
No.
want to say
She's
C.
a well-written character. B at the very least.
I don't know. I mean, she was a very well-written character.
High
but
C. High C then.
I'm gonna put her above Bulletproof if anything. But
All right,
I'll settle for B. I'll settle
Okay,
for B.
I'm okay
I'll
with
settle
B.
for B for sure. I will say Zazie Beetz really brings a character to life, though. Paul, no, not Paul. William's boyfriend's character.
C, there's really nothing to him.
Yeah, but I'll
Well,
still
I mean,
put him
but if-
above.
I mean, but we put the principal in D. I mean, we might as well put that bastard
Yeah,
there,
but the
too.
prin-
I mean,
Principal
he
was
has
there
more
for-
going on than that. That's like a joke character.
No, he was the guy. He survived.
I'm
the
talking
thing-
about Val Johnson.
oh,
Val
okay.
Johnson is a joke character.
Yeah, because it's literally just the name of the school, and I can't remember the name for the life of me. But that guy went through the
Reginald Val Johnson.
No, the boyfriend of William. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. No, you're
Like,
right.
He's there. I mean, we just found out he got powers.
Well, because they reanimated him like they did for
Yeah, but like he whatever. Let's move on.
yeah.
This
But
is
I don't know. I think he's
we can
better
argue about.
than this. The immortal
D.
D.
Galore.
above or below duplicate.
Below.
Right next to her.
Yeah, those two. I mean, God. Well, great voice actor. I mean, crazy. And people have been like, gotta sympathize with him. He was just a regular caveman that got cursed.
Well, he's been around long enough to not
He's
be
a-
addicted, so
He's a Vandal Savage mock-up.
Cameron, what
You
did
guys
you
didn't
say?
notice.
he's had 1,000 years to learn not to be a dick, but
Vandal Savage, Collin. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, he's the DC
same
character.
backstory.
Like-
Where he's a caveman, and there was this meteorite that came in and gifted him the power of immortality. Vandal Savage. You've seen Justice League Doom, right? Where
Yeah.
Batman's plans. He's Vandal Savage.
that's
Okay,
He's the guy
thank
that-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded
also Young Justice season 1.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot everything of Young Justice. I've been meaning to rewatch
Young
it.
Justice is great.
I remember loving it as a kid. I just don't remember a damn thing. Damien Darkblood.
C.
Above or below Bulletproof?
I see.
Above.
Above or below William's
Above.
Boyfriend? Okay. Yeah. I'm loving the new story.
He has potential to go higher with this new arc.
Yeah, never before seen story, and I'm personally excited for it. Yeah. Conquest. A.
S.
I don't think he has enough to be in S.
I think he does. It's the aura.
Wow. I've never heard you use that word ever.
I'm never gonna say it again.
Yeah, I'm sticking with A for that. Above or below art?
Above.
Above art?
All right, could I make an argument for S?
Sure. Because it's, as of right now, it's majority, but sure.
Listen, all of the greatest villains in history, they had limited screen time. It was what you felt, the excitement that you got when you saw them on screen. Listen, it was Negan versus Glenn. Conquest was delivering one of the coldest monologues in his ear. He was vicious, violent. He put Omni-Man to shame, which is the level of like brutality. Put him on S.
No.
I think the only reason why we are so excited
I need more.
and he's
I need
great
more from him.
is because we're comparing it to the comic book.
No, I'm comparing it to the feeling I had when I watched that episode.
I get that. I just think he was great. I still stick with A, though. I think next season we'll probably move him up to S.
You guys are fascists.
Sure. Okay. Multi-Paul.
D.
Above or below Kate?
Above.
Above the principal?
Cameron, remember what Kate did.
Yeah, you're right.
So above or below principal?
Keep the principal above him. Yeah,
Okay.
just have those like two siblings be with each other.
Gotcha. Titan.
B.
I'd settle for B, but a below or above Machine Head?
Above Machine Head.
Yeah.
If we're gonna put Machine Head in B, he has to be higher.
I agree. Now, this one is a two-parter. The first half of the Invincible variants, the ones that died within the first day or two.
Why are there just two of the same picture?
So that's what I was explaining. There was 16 total, and only so half of them died.
Okay, which half are we doing?
The first half that died within the first day.
8.
So the ones that died within the first day, not the last 8. The first 8.
I don't really care. They're fun.
I'm gonna put them at low C because a lot of them went out so quickly. Like they were just done. If you got out by Reanimin and
they had
characters,
enough flavor around them to be like, oh, that's interesting. Like,
yeah,
this Mark still cares about William. This Mark wants to.
Well, no, that's in the last 8. Those are the ones that didn't die. I'm talking about the ones that did die in the beginning, like the ones that he died to Tech Jacket.
This is very dumb. Let's move on.
Okay, the last 8 that we saw with Angstrom Levy.
Also C.
Above or below Bulletproof?
Just put him on C. Jesus Christ.
I thought I'd be creative here. Okay, sue me. Omni-Man.
S.
S.
Above or below Debbie?
Put him above Mark.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I will settle for above Debbie.
All right, settle above
Because
Debbie.
we still haven't. We barely got him this. We got like one episode with him this whole season.
Oh, wait. So are we judging it based off of season 3?
But just everything with this season, like from season 1 to
Oh.
season 2, everything, just kind of like the culmination of these characters.
Okay.
Angstrom Levy.
S.
I'd say like high A around.
Above or below Conquest, then?
I'd say above Conquest.
Yeah. Sterling K. Brown gave a wonderful performance. So good. Excluding the Immortal, the original Guardians of the Globe.
I'd
D.
say B. Yeah, low B.
Whoa.
B?
D. What the f?
D.
I will say a below Bulletproof for a
The
C.
original Guardians of the Globe? A knockoff
Never-
Justice League that Omni-Man murked?
They're fun.
What are you talking about?
I mean, as
Like
as
Red
characters, they're
Rush
fun.
is like every moment is fucking agony for me. Like they give them enough oomph that they're not.
Dude, it's not B though.
It's D.
I will settle for a low B.
You all are insane.
Oh, sorry, C. I meant C. A low C. A low C. A low
All right,
C.
fine,
Whatever.
fine. Low C. I can do low C.
Above or below bulletproof?
Lower than the.
They got more
Invincible
going on than
variant.
bulletproof. Let's be serious.
Okay, so then
All right.
below Demon Darkblood?
Sure.
Okay. I feel like we throw the rules out the gate because we just disagree with them. William.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, that's all for A.
Low.
Below robot?
Yeah.
Adam Eve.
S.
Ooh,
Like-
yeah.
But now where an S? Because I feel like that was-
Hey, below Debbie.
Higher. Yeah. Below Debbie. Below Debbie.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Donald.
He's an A character.
A. But below or above Art?
Above art.
Yeah, that's it. That's a homie. The Muller twins.
Top of B.
Yeah. I'd settle for that. Collin?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Black Samson.
Mid B.
Yeah. A Shrinking Ray or...
Below Monster Girl.
Okay.
Actually, below Shrinking Ray too.
Okay. I do like that. Doc Seismic.
S. Top of S. That's my go.
Holy shit. Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, hey, good on you, you know? Collin?
I'd put him around where Black Samson is.
I'd put him, if anything, above Machine Head, below Titan.
Okay, whoa. All right, don't
No.
get too crazy. Don't get too crazy. Come on. What are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
That's
I think
fine,
it was
that's
kind of
fine.
cool that he was communicating with bugs in a prison.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Actually.
Like he was standing still and he was just like, and he was just like communicating with the monsters. Machine Head just has autotune.
I think everybody we have right now, everybody left is a B tier.
Really? Even Debbie's new boyfriend?
Paul?
Yeah.
I'll put
Yeah, he's a charming guy. He kept
I just put
Debbie safe. He's a good dad.
So, hold on,
but-
so are we leaving Doc Seismic under Machine Head, below,
Sure.
above Monster Girl?
No. Put him below Rex's now
I'm
ex-girlfriend.
thinking below Omni Man.
I'm good with any of these answers. I would say between
Just
Shrieking
put
Ray
him
and
above
Monster.
H and we're
Just
fine.
put him in B. Jesus Christ.
It's part of the episode, guys. We have to talk about this. This is what we have to fill the time
This is-
with.
Why are you
This
saying,
is-
guys? I'm not the one that's arguing with
We're
you.
splitting the atoms on hairs.
Adam
like
Eves. Gotcha. All right. Shapesmith.
B
character.
above Black Samson.
And then Paul. I'm
All right.
fine.
You know what? You guys can vote. My opinion don't matter.
You're correct. I would say under Bulletproof.
B? That's so he's got more going on than Bulletproof. Come on.
What? He's been on 2 dates with Debbie. He finds out the identities
He's a good
accidentally.
dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude, but I mean, that if the only thing we got to go from is good dude,
He's a good dude. He's concerned about being like a good like stepdad to the parent. Like he's got an interesting conflict.
above under Amber though.
Whatever, man.
Good, come on. I'm trying to figure out how this
No.
all works.
We need to fix this list later. Like if I was the one that was running this, it'd be a different story.
Well, you know what, Colin? You're more than welcome next time we do a tier list to do it yourself. I'm more than happy. Okay, I'm more than okay.
I'm
with
gonna do it on my own.
that. Please.
Oh, I don't need your help.
Okay, I hear you. Look, I feel like we toss the rules out kind of when things get a little sideways here, but I'm trying to make this interesting. You know, we all got opinions. You know, heads clashing, ideas combining, trying to figure out what we can make this happen with.
I'm gonna go see Black Bag later today.
Are you really?
Yep.
Nice. I think I'm.
Wait, what's that?
It's the Steven Soderbergh, Michael Fassbender, Kate Blanchett. It's like a spy thing.
It's like a more mature Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a really good.
Isn't that the movie? The with the hold on, Furiosa and Mr. Fantastic,
What?
Oh no,
That-
that's The Gorge,
The Gorge.
which I have also seen. Is okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I called everything that was going to happen in that movie the
Yeah.
minute I saw the trailer.
So
I think
say
this week I'm also gonna try and catch Novocaine at some point.
Yeah, it's my spring break, so I'm going to try and get some movies into.
Yeah, I have like a very detailed list of everything I'm trying to see this year,
Oh, you have that too?
week
Wow,
by week.
that's way more than I do. Good Lord. Damn, dude. All right. Way to
Trying
go,
to see
you.
movies, man.
No, I
So
get
far-
you.
so far this is just what I have.
Oh, you have TV shows too.
Yeah, just
Surfer.
for this month, or at
That's
least
a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, forgot to add that.
just this week, I'm trying to. I've already seen Electric State.
Yeah, I always forget to put out like those releases. I always do like theatrical releases on my list.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try and see Black Bag and Novocaine, and then Opus and Looney Tunes movie also came
Oh,
out.
that did come out.
And then
Okay.
2 weeks from now, we got Death of the Unicorn, which will be really fun.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like a lot of cool stuff, and we got Sinners in about a month, so that'll be exciting.
Oh, I gotta add that.
Yeah, that looks great. I think Sinners might.
Sinners looks really, really,
Yeah,
really
that's my second most anticipated movie of the year.
yeah, same.
Yeah, it was really good. And then Love Hurts. Isn't that coming out this month?
That
It already came out.
that's already on digital, bro.
What?
Yeah, that's been out for like a month.
No, the one with Kihu
Yeah,
Kwan?
that's been out for a month.
No, you're
It's
kidding.
already
Yeah.
out of theaters.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
I thought it came out this month.
It's also apparently really bad.
No, first leading movie.
Yeah, yeah. This is.
And then we have, I mean, a
late to the
Minecraft movie's
party.
coming out soon, and Colin and I are going to get absolutely plastered to go see that movie.
Me too, brother.
My girlfriend's driving us.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll talk about that. Thunderbolts looking great. The A24 trailer,
Was cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Like a bad cute. Like
Very patronizing.
it did sound a little patronizing.
I mean, the trailer was patronizing. I
No.
mean,
Well, yeah, that's
It was
true.
it was fun.
I liked
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Everybody was on the same page about it being good. I love the marketing for Thunderbolts.
Yeah, looks
Yep.
really good.
I'm excited for that movie. I think
And
it'll be
then,
good.
don't we have we have an Avatar movie coming out this year too.
Yeah, brother. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Wait,
That-
Aang Avatar
No.
or
Blue People.
James
Oh,
Cameron?
actually, I think we do have the second season of the Aang coming out for Netflix, but we do have the third installment of the Na'vi.
Which are good movies that rock.
Yeah, it's crazy how Zoe Saldana won an Oscar 3 years later for that movie.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild. Also, just as I recently rewatched it, Damien Chazelle's new film's coming out this year.
No, it's not.
Not
It's
this year?
Maybe filming.
I thought it was coming out this year.
Nope.
Hey boys, I am gonna have.
Yeah, sorry, we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks again for watching. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts for all episodes of season 4 through 1. Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok for all the social media platforms and little hints into past episodes. We're working on something that's going to absolutely wreck us the day after and a bunch of other fun things. So you sure you don't want to miss that. Hit the bell for notifications so when we post, you don't miss it. And we'll see you guys next time.